Fittingly, both teams and officials, as well as the sprinkling of spectators, engaged in a minute's silence in memory of the late Mohamed Issa, who passed away on Monday and left the football family in shock. And Club Sando went to work almost immediately on the kickoff, but this effort drifted wide of the back post. However, the Sharks would respond, and this lovely turn and shot almost brought them glory, except for the brilliance of the Sando keeper Kelvin Henry. But Central FC would then take a deserved lead when this snapshot from almost out of nothing on the part of Rondell Gibson flies in for 1-0 to the Sharks on the half-hour mark. Then, just before the break, Sando sprang to life with this brilliant effort that required an even more spectacular response from the keeper Marvin Phillips to palm it over the bar as it remained 1-0 to Central Sharks at the half. But seconds into the second half, we were all square again when the ball is given away by the Sharks, and like piranhas, Club Sando jumped into action, resulting in this neat hookback that leaves an open goal for the tap-in by Kevin Piper to make it 1 apiece. One became 2 soon after when the cross is only partially cleared and the loose ball inside the area is pounced upon by Michael Basdio, and in a flash he had his shot curling past the keeper for the go-ahead goal to Club Sando at 2-1. Now there would be no further scoring, and Club Sando climbed to the top of their group on 7 points and on course for big things in the tournament. Meanwhile, in the other contest in the Abercrombie group, the players from Northeast Stars and Point Fortin Civic also observed a minute's silence for Mohamed Issa, who would have impacted many of the players on the Civic team in particular. Then, almost from the off, Civic sprang to life and had the keeper wishing he was somewhere else, as that must have stung his hands. He would be even more stunned when this effort catches him by surprise, as he never moved and the ball rose past him and in for the lead to Civic just inside with the man on target. They almost doubled up here when the keeper could only parry it high into the air, and when it came down, the header bounces around in the area before it's finally headed in, but the celebrations were muted for offsides. But there was no query over this one as it bounced in for 2-0 to Civic. Heading to the break, Shaquille John, the man on target. It was more of the same in the second half as the defense opened up nicely to let in the shot, but the defender was in the way. The right place at the right time, and it stayed out. Still, they couldn't get rid of the ball from their defense stars, and Civic kept firing away, catching defenders stationed in the way. But completely against the run of play, Northeast were handed a lifeline for a handle ball inside the area. And up stepped Rivaldo Correa to cut the lead in half at 2-1 now, Civic. However, they had a chance to pad that lead, but they watched the miss of the century when scoring would have been the much easier task for Civic. But his teammate would have his back, as Civic would get the insurance for 3-1 when on the second attempt, Neon Lamy finds the back of the net. Then it was 4-1 as this free kick is blasted home with real nonchalance by Nathaniel Spanish Garcia to secure all 3 points for Civic. As this one ended 4-1 in their favor, as Stars endure a torrid start to the season. Ruskin Mark, C Sports Extra.